Hey guys, my name's the Dairy Deputy, and I have a bunch of battles against my friend Triple Finish. So yeah, I'm gonna show them to you. The first one's a UU battle, and I use the hole punching in UU team because he's commented on like my last two UU teams being Milk Me and Lord Canty, so I know he knows those teams. So I had to go back a bit further, and this is like the best team I had from like older. So I just go straight for a T-Spike because it helps a lot against his team. And he just goes straight for a D-Pulse, and I do not take that well at all. So I'm just going to switch into Gotta Go Fast. I can eat up a Volt Switch, but he does get the switch priority. I do want to get out of here, but I'm thinking he might just defog, so I go into Amity, and yeah, Brave Bird hurts because it's a crit. So I have gotten a crit with Skarner. He's gotten a crit with his Thomas with his Crobat, and then I get a freeze. So yeah, that's cool. He goes into Galley. I go for the sub. This is a really bad play. I went for the Ice Punch, thinking he might Spiky Shield, but I didn't know if Spiky Shield went through subs, and the damage went through subs. It does. Breaks my sub with a Hammer Arm, and I just go for an Ice Punch. It does some damage, but I get another freeze. So I'm thinking if his only really attacking move is Hammer Arm and possibly a Grass move, I am perfectly safe going into Loki. And he's frozen anyways, so you know. I'm going to set up one nasty plot and go for an Air Slash. I miss. So I go for another one just because, why the hell not? I now kill everything on his team basically, except for Godtoad because Godtoad is a lord. Yeah. So this is just a sweep with Crobat because I am MLG. Surprised that didn't burn, but in the chat we were trying to figure out like, oh, how did that not burn? There's been freezes and crits everywhere. We decided that I have shield dust, so that's the reason. And yeah, that's about the end of this game. That was our UU match. And then right afterwards we had an OU match. This one I used probably my favorite team right now. This team and the thick muck, the thick milk team, I've been really enjoying lately. So I lead off with Earth Milk, he leads off with his Earth Milk, and I just go straight for the U-turn. I win the, well, I'm scarfed, but I'm a slow scarfer, so yeah. And, well, a slower scarfer. I don't run max speed, and I run adamant. And, yeah. I go into Tree Milk, eat everything up pretty much. I stay in because I'm thinking I have thick fat, I can take a hit easily. I do, and I don't kill! And I can make the switch into Latios, predicting the Fire Blast, and I can eat that up, but I decided that's way too MLG for me, and I'm gonna try and take the Dark Pulse with Venusaur. I do not succeed. Keeping Venusaur would have helped a lot, but yeah. And then I go into Latios, because for some reason, I thought I outsped. I don't know what I was thinking. I could have just gone to Lobster Milk and just Aqua Jetted it, and it would have been the end of it. But I go for the knockoff, and I Shrek this Rotom Wash. There's so much damage. And then he burns me. Everyone loves burning John Madden Milk. I don't know why. And then I get a nice and juicy crit. Would not have mattered. I'm max attack adamant, and I got my guts boost. And then Gyarados comes out, and I do switch out here? Yeah, I do switch out, and into Magnet Milk. And I just go for the T-Bolt because I'm thinking he's gonna go for the Draco, right? Predicting my switch into Crawdaunt. Or, I don't know what I was thinking, in all honesty. I was just like, well, he can't touch me, so I'm gonna stay in. And then I switch out into Earth Milk because I was thinking he's probably gonna go for another HP Fire, but that was stupid because the Draco would have killed anyways, and would kill anything that comes in, blah blah blah. Anyways, I live on 1 with John Madden Milk, and I kill with Knockoff, because John Madden Milk is just amazing. And then he goes into Houndoom, I go out into Magnet Milk, I die to a Sucker Punch, because this Houndoom is a nerd, and I just go for, I don't go for an Aqua Jet. He goes for a Willow as I go for Dragon Dance. So that kind of sucks. But at this point, I do go for an Aqua. No, I go for another D-Dance. And I go for a Crab Hammer here. No, I go for a knockoff and just kill the Gyarados. Crit might have mattered if he was bulky, but I don't think it did if he was like max speed, max attack. And then I just go for a Crab Hammer at burned, 0 attack or 0 attack raises. I still Oko a Lando. And I was burned. That's straight damage right there. Then this battle, I've had this team for a long time, but I've never played with it. And he literally made this team just to battle me. It's Little Cup. So I lead off with my Pharaoh, and I was thinking he could have HP Fire. He really could. But I don't really have that much of a switch in. And plus, I thought I could easily take one, because I'm a Pharaoh Seed, right? I mean, yeah, I can switch into Ponyta, but it's way too risky, in my opinion. So, I just stay in, and I just die to that Hidden Power Fire. So, down a poke already. Duskull comes out, and Spritzy is there. I Nightshade it. Nightshade does nothing. So, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't be running Nightshade. I miss a Willow. He gets a Wish. I miss another Willow. And my plan here was... Wait, no. Not yet. Go for another Willow. Finally burn it. And he goes for a Wish. Now, my plan here was to Nightshade this once. So, it wouldn't be at full. And then... Oh yeah, Nightshade this once while he stayed in, got the Wish, and then would Pain Split, right? But he passes the Wish to let me get a guy for this, and I don't know. I probably should have Willowed there because I was thinking about Gaius, or I always name mine Gaius. I was thinking that this might come in, but I wasn't too afraid of it at the time, which is something you should never say when you're seeing a Pawniard in Little Cup. Anyways, I set up a Swords Dance with my Clauncher, and again, nice and juicy critical hit, and I kill it with a Waterfall. I don't think that mattered, because I am Life Orb +2, and I'm a Clauncher, which has decent attack, in all honesty. Aqua Jet actually does not kill the Apom, and a knockoff will finish me off after a nice and powerful crit fake out. I am Scarf Ponyta, so I am just going to go for a Flare Blitz. I take a bunch of recoil from this, and I get the burn, though, so that's nice. And now Apom comes out. I thought the switch into Duskull was very obvious, so I stayed in because I would have outsped, but apparently he didn't think it was that obvious. I guess he didn't lose anything by going for it because he could just knock off and kill my Duskull the next turn anyways. And now I go for the sub thinking I probably will be left at like half HP after a Waterfall. That is very untrue. And I just go for the Focus Punch for shits and giggles. Duskull comes out, and I hit him up with a Shadow Sneak, begging for the ×4 crit. Doesn't happen. So I'm gonna come in here with Ponyta and kill him with a Flare Blitz. Wild Charge. Kill him with a Wild Charge. But I die to recoil, so that was a Little Cup game. Oh. Well, here is our Challenge Cup game. He leads off with his Servine, and I lead off my Kyogre. IMO, he's counter-teaming. And I switch into Cacturne, and he tries to attract me as I just kill him with a Pin Missile. This is BS right here. Where is my 5 attacks? Hello? I only get 3, but another 2 will kill. And yeah, I get that next turn. And then Evire comes out. I do switch out into Dusclops, thinking, hey, he can't really touch Dusclops, but he goes for the Leer, which is a bit annoying. But then he goes into Emboar as I go for the Confuse Ray. He Iron Heads me. That does some damage as I go for the Hidden Power Rock, and I'm like, that does nothing at all. So I go out into Kyogre as he switches into Seal. I go for a Water Spout, okay. And I just finish him off with a T-Bolt, and yeah, Kyogre is power, especially in Challenge Cup. Dusclops is here, and he goes for the Frost Breath. He's gonna go for the Double Team as I hit him up with a Hyper Beam. I was like, okay, I'll just die next turn anyway, so might as well go for a Hyper Beam. Nope, sets up Double Team. So I go for another Confuse Ray, I hit it, and he hits himself. I go for HP Rock, I miss. He hits himself. I go for HP Rock, I hit, does no damage, he hits himself. I go for Confuse Ray again, predicting him to snap out of confusion. I am wrong. Hits me up with a Frost Breath. I go for another one, miss that. He snaps out, hits me with an Aurora Beam, and I die. Mian Chao comes out, and this is more of a joke, because I'm going for Stone Edge on a ×2 evasion Dugong, but I actually hit my second one and kill it, so that's cool. Gramble comes out, and he goes for the Focus Punch as I go into Delphox. Nice and powerful crit. That's going to do a lot of damage, but yeah, whatever. I go for the Echoed Voice because I have absolutely nothing to touch this Gramble with, and I can just go out into Kyogre because something dies to a Water Spout. And he chooses that to be the Gramble, and then I am going to stay in, predicting him to predict me to switch out, or that, or not even have an electric move in all honesty. And then I switch into Cacturne, and he has the rest, but he also has Vital Spirit, so that's a thing, I guess. I kill him with a Headbutt, and then I'm just gonna go for a Leer on this Emboar just to ensure my victory. Probably. Maybe. This Smackdown will kill me. And I am just gonna go into Kyogre, and I'm gonna Shrek-defy him with a Water Spout. And then we have... Whoops. We have another Challenge Cup game. I lead off with Dusclops, he leads off with Lampent. That's actually our only 2 mons. He goes for the Swagger. I hit myself. He goes for the Flash. I hit myself. He goes for the Flash. I hit myself. He goes for the Swagger. I taunt him. He kills me with a Fire Blast. And that was the end of our gauntlet. Our gauntlet of matches that we had for a while. So yeah, go subscribble. Wait. Subscribble. 420 subscribble. 420 scrub scribble, excuse me, to Triple Finish. He's a cool guy who swaggers Dusclopses and ruin people's days. Have fun living and Pokemon.